They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get it.
There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Got a man, it's Broussard. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be 3rd and long. The lone back's got it. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Got his man down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Dances away to buy time. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Across the 25, he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. Got his man all by himself. All out of space. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. And after that stop from the defense, they're still on the 2, and now into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. The give. Makes a man miss. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's York. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier fourth down, they'll try to do it for a second time in the opening quarter. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Finds a tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Douglas. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Carter. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Pocket breaking down. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Hit as he throws. Oh, it goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. The Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Looking for the end zone. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Looking for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Hold and finds his man on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Catch in the middle. It's Connors. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Grab near the marker. It's Broussard. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. He's got him. He stopped at the 48. A pickup of 10 on the play. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. So now it's second and long. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle, it's York. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knocked him down at the 3.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they...
Touchdown Cougars! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Morton. Fires to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. It'll be first and 10 from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Douglas. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Red Raiders with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab past the marker. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals.
Touchdown, Houston! Hello! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Looking to pass. It's Morton. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it down the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. And through 2 quarters of ball, it looks like we're in for another fun one here today.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. Looking for those open spaces and opportunities. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Sets up the screen. Makes a one-man miss. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field.
find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Dropping back, it's Morton. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. And the Red Raiders line it up with a 1st and goal. Gonna look downfield again. It's on target and complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pass their way in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, and that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Ready to try the point after.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give out of the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
The defense has the lead, and they're playing like it right now. I mean, they are pinning their ears back in these passing situations. They're not worried at all about the run game. They're just getting up the field, and they're getting to this quarterback.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Running to Green. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The give is to Williams. He has the 1st and still on his feet. Lots of running room. Oh, he's getting ahead of touchdown, Red Raiders. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run to the right. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Back to pass, it's Morton. Buys a little time. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his hold really strong, put up some good numbers.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Carter. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Hudson.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like...
Turning on the jet. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the punishment has been extended.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Texas Tech, 38. Houston, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Wegman. Flips it out to the back. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Cougars are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. And some room to work. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down. That might be it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find them.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Offense with jumbo personnel. Right back to the well. Fighting off the defender. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Wide open spaces.
Man, I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And the Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Softened him up with the run. Now to throw. Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Texas Tech 45, Houston 14.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Broussard. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's a heat. And the defense got him at the 27.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that...
He's loose. Oh, he's got some space. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air. It's Wegman. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game is over. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool